Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura or lauraxstitches and we're back for another video. Just over 2 weeks since last time you saw me. I'm in a different place and I'm usually in this place when I'm on school holidays. So I'm on school holidays. It's Friday. What date is it? The 12th of April, and that means I'm at the end of the first week of school holidays. So it's gone very quickly. Lots-ish to talk about. I don't think it's going to take me too long to film this video, but there's bits and pieces to share anyway. So I got back yesterday from a trip to Victoria House Victoria House in Mittagong in New South Wales, which is a good day's drive from my house. And I went with Carly, who is lauraxstitches here on Flosstube, and she'll be linked below, so make sure you watch her because she's hopefully going to be filming a video next week. Fingers crossed. She has a house of kids. It's hard for her to get time to film, so it's fair enough. So I'll be chatting to you a little bit about that when I get to Hull, because I did buy some things there, of course, duh. For those that don't know, in Australia it is quite hard for us to find LNSs, except it's not local at all. It's a day's drive away. But yeah, it's hard for us to find them. They don't really exist the way that they do perhaps in the US. So when we find one, it's very exciting. I've known about Victoria House for a long time because my grandma, she says that when her and my pa, when he was alive, when they would be driving back, the car would just stop at the front and they didn't have a choice. They had to go in. And she said, I would have come with you this time, but it's too dangerous. So, yeah, she's got lots of things from there, and I'm excited to be continuing the tradition, I suppose, of buying things from there. So I'll tell you about that when I get to Hull. Traditional lauraxstitches disclaimer for when I'm out here, the dogs are around. If you don't know, I have 2 red heelers. That's one. That's Evie and that's Sky. That's when they were puppies. Sky thinks that I'm on the phone when I talk to you. So she gets a little bit, what are you doing? And freaks out. So she might bark at some point. Evie's like asleep. She won't even care. Unless something happens at the front, then she'll start barking. But I usually try and cut that out because I know that when I watch videos with dogs barking, they go off. And I don't want that to happen to your dogs. So I will cut that out as much as I can if it happens. What have I been doing this week? I have worked on 7 whips, which is really exciting. All to do with magical stitches, of course. And what have I got to show you in this video? I've got, those 7 whips to show you. Some whole, some stuff to do with the giveaways I've been doing. So I've got to tell you who won last time, and then I'll talk to you about how that's going to work moving forward, and then some planned stuff. So let's go on with whips. I'll tell you why I worked on these pieces when I get to them. I know that lots of people understand what magical stitches is. I'm not going to explain it. All I'll say, it's a school of magical stitches and literature. I could be getting that wrong. Go and have a look. It's a year-long thing if you're not sure what it is. But I think you'll be fine. And I'll let you know about why I worked on certain things. So the first one is a soda stitch design, my only soda stitch whip. Definitely not my only soda stitch pattern that I have. I have lots of those. This is, and it's upside down, of course it is, Princess Collection by Soda Stitch. And here is a little picture of where it was when I last saw you. I'm stitching this on 32 count even weave from Sew It All here in Australia, and I think it's cloud green. I think that's what it's called. And it's a long piece. I'm doing these all on one big piece. Lighting here today is okay. I am a little bit dark, struggling to get light. It is early. It's 8:25 a.m. So if I open those curtains, I get like blue on my face, and I don't want that. So we'll just go with it. Here's where we are. So what I've done, I can't remember where I was last time, but I've finished the first page of Snow White, and I'm working on the second. And that starts from about there. So her feet and the end of her dress and her feet are the last page of her. So all of them have one page that's quite big, which is all their body and their title. And then their second page is the feet and the bottom of the border. So that's where she is. And I worked on her for year 3, which is what we're in now, for March and April. Week 5, something that scares me, because we had a boggart that we had to defeat, and boggarts turn into something that scares you. You all know this. And I chose this one because I have so much to go and it scares me. So there was 500 stitches done on her. I'm pretty sure it was 500. Okie dokie. I really like that one. And I wish I worked on it more, but it kind of just doesn't fit in some of the prompts, so I kind of just do what I can. But it is really cute. Oh my God. Let's wake up. Wake up. The next one that I've worked on, this is also in no particular order, I've kind of grouped them together, is the one in my llama bag from Taryn. Teaser Handmaids, and she'll be linked below, she always is. It's a Renaissance Mermaid by Mirabilia. That's a bit better. And I'll pop in a picture of where I was last time. I'm stitching this on 32 count Joblin by Colour Cascade Fabrics in Oasis. And here we are now. She's getting long. So she was worked on for the same week's homework as Princess Collection, for something that makes me happy, because she is up there with my favourite whips. And I also worked on her for week 6 homework, the next week's homework, for 300 stitches on dark threads. And so for that, you can kind of see her tail at the bottom there. It's just got the dark chronic and the dark blue. So I did stitches in that for dark threads. She is so pretty. I want to work on her as soon as I can. And I will be working on her soon, and I'll let you know about that in my plans. So that's Renaissance Mermaid. Alright, next one was the Fantasy Cell. This is in another Taryn bag that I got as a birthday present from Carly, because she's amazing. And I'm working this one on a piece of 32 count Joblin from Colour Cascade Fabrics in Forbidden Fruit. And here's where I was last time. Hopefully I popped in a picture of kind of what it will look like when it's finished. So here we are. Look how close that is to being done. So there's the full thing. Let you know what I worked on, why I worked on it, I should say. So I worked on it for week 6 homework again, for 75% done. So I had to work on something that was 75% done, so I did that. And this week's homework for something that was calling out for your attention, and I chose this one because it's so close to being done. So I'll just zoom you in a bit on what I've been doing on it. I've just fluffed my hair up. Nice. So I finished this page of border. So it was those motifs, the swirly bits in there, and that bottom part of the border. So that got finished for 75% done. And then this week's homework, I started on the mermaid right at the top. So there's 500 stitches in there. I pretty much finished off her hair, and I did some of the little pinks of the hearts that go around, and those random squares of pink in her face are her cheeks. So I've started my second last character. Very exciting. Another one I hope pops up soon, because I think that's my next one to be finished, and that would be a pretty big finish. I started that one in April, I think, of 2017. It's time. It's been 2 years. Okay, Next one is Kings and Queens of the UK by Clouds Factory. And I'm going to show you a picture of that here, but I will put in a picture now of where it was last time. And I'm going to show you this picture. It's not as clear as the other one, but this just shows you my version that I'm doing because I'm putting in the flags that are here. The original just has that one, I think. So I'm putting in the other flags. So that's what it will look like when it's done. This is being stitched on a piece of 32 count Lugana by Colour Cascade Fabrics in a Fabric of the Month that was an exclusive. I think it was, no, I don't even remember. Here we are now. Wow. This one makes me happy too. This is not a focus to get done this year, but it has got a bit of work on it. So what did I do this for? I did it for week 6 homework for something that's gone off course. And I said that I originally started with the DMC metallic and then I switched to the chronic, and that's down in one of these ones. You can sort of tell it's a little bit less yellow. But if you're looking that close to my stitching, I'll be like, get away. You're too close. So I worked on that for those two things. Plus, Plus I've also done, I finished off an ultimate stitching challenge, which is the 1,000 stitches. And that was for 7 Horcruxes. And I chose it because of actually this needle minder is what I chose it for. But there's stuff on the piece too. The Ravenclaw diadem is like a tiara and they're all wearing crowns. So it kind of worked. So what did I do? I finished the second row. So I think last time I was in the middle of this one, I think. So I finished, who's he? Henry the 6th, Edward the 4th, and Edward the 5th. And then I've come across here and I've started working on the border for the third row, which includes the England flag. So that's what I'm doing there. Very excited about that. How cool does that look? Awesome. Okie dokie. The next one is actually my current whip, but there's a couple after that one actually, but I'll show you it now. It's in another Taran bag, my third and final one, which is my sausage duck one. So cute. This is the Medieval Mansion. Magical Medieval Mansion. Is it magical? I don't remember. Medieval Mansion sale from Lakeside Needlecraft, designed by Tiny Mononest. I'm stitching, I'll show you what it will look like when it's finished, where I was last time. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Murano in Welcome to the Jungle by Sparklies. And last night I completed the border. Very excited about that. So that's the border completely done. And up the top here, you can see a tiny bit of green, and that is the start of the dragon's head. I'm so happy about that. This is finished. It's all been released in the last couple of weeks, but I'm very happy with what it looks like, and I'm excited about where I am. So I worked on this for a couple of things. I worked on it for week 7, so this week's something that's calling out to me, and I chose this one because I hadn't worked on it in a while, and it was calling out to me because I wanted to finish that border. This is also one I would like to finish this year. And at the moment, I'm currently working on it for an ultimate stitching challenge, the 1,000 stitches, and I think it's for 7 floors of Hogwarts. Actually, no, it's for 7 fireplaces. Is that what it is in the Gryffindor common room? Something like that. And I said that there's a fireplace in this one, and all of this is Gryffindor red. So it works. Yeah. That's that one. So I'll continue working on that today and hopefully get that done. I think I only need 200 more stitches, so then that'll be another one of those done. And the last whip I have, actually, that's a lie. The second last whip I have to show you is one you haven't seen in a while, and this is Epic Pokemon. You can see it there. Epic Pokemon extended edition, and I'll explain what that means. Here's a picture of what it will look like when it's finished while I grab it. And a picture of where I was last time if I can find one. And it's a free pattern, so the pattern's on it. here it is now. So what did I do on this? I have been colour completing this page to try it out. So I did a few colours, all this orange, the red, some blues, and I've started on this like pale yellow. You can kind of see down there. So that's that one. And I worked on that for an ultimate stitching challenge, which was the 7 snakes on the Chamber of Secrets, because there are 2 snakes in this, Arbok and Ekans. So that worked. So yeah, I've done 1,000 stitches in that since I last saw you. I love school holidays. It is really helpful for my stitching and for, you know, relaxing, making my brain work again. Yep. Right, now this is the last one. So this is Fast Food by Stitchrovia. I'll pop in a picture here of what it will look like when it's finished, and also where I was last time. This is just, oh sorry, Pokemon's being stitched on 18 count Ada, and I also didn't explain extended edition. On the normal edition, the Pokemon, it's very rectangular and they're cut off. On mine, I'm pretty much completing them. So the pattern means that it's not exactly rectangular because the Pokemon are getting completed on the outside. You can kind of see it here. So on the original one, that would have been cut down in a line like that. I've completed them there, if that makes sense. Hopefully that covers that. So that's on 18 count Ada. So is this. So here it is now. Wow. I'm so patronizing. Delicious Berg or Burge. That's what it says right now. So this was worked on for an ultimate stitching challenge, which was 7 lights out that Dumbledore does in Privet Drive. I chose this one because down here somewhere there's a drive-through sign that would be lit up. So it has lights. So I was able to finish the tiniest bit that I had left on the burger for page 1, and then I've come across and done all of the border of page 2, finished the word delicious, finished G and stitched to E. So I have RS left, burger, and then there's a thing here that says 100% beef. So I need to do that as well on that page. But I'm really excited. That's how wide it's going to get. And it will get, so this fabric's too big. Whatever. It was a scrap piece. It's not very good. So it'll get down to about there somewhere. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Looks really cool. There's my whips done. It's nice, this Magical Stitches stuff, because it means I'm working on so many different things, but I'm also getting lots of progress on them at the same time. I don't know. I just enjoy it. I know everyone's talking about it, so I won't yap on too much about it. Okay, let's talk haul. Haul. Very, very, very soon, not long after I filmed my last video, I went to Spotlight and I picked up a diamond painting. Don't turn off. I know people can get like over it when they see it on crochet videos. Don't worry. I'm not going to make this a diamond painting channel. I worked on this for a couple of days and then I went straight back to stitching. It was just a nice little break. But the one I picked up was a Diamond Dots one from Spotlight. I think it was about $10. And it'll look like that when it's finished. I'm just going to show you kind of what I did. Oh, it's going to be annoying and loud. I'm sorry. Actually, that wasn't too bad. It's not very big. So I'm about halfway. I liked it because it has the... Oh my God. Can you just stay there, please? Thank you. The bigger things on it. It's cute. But I don't have any desire to go back to it right now. Maybe I will when I need a little break from stitching sometimes. But it's just in the cupboard for when I need it, pretty much. So that's my diamond painting experience. I like it, but I don't like it enough to do it full time, if that's the right terminology. And I probably won't. I toyed with the idea. I was talking to Carly about it. I toyed with the idea of doing a Hade, the mini dandelion, the little fox. I was very seriously thinking about doing it, but I've changed my mind the next morning. See, this is what I need to do. I need to sleep on things. I need to remember to do that. Okay. A couple of things that I picked up before we get to Mittagong. When we got to Mittagong, Callie and I had talked previously, and she gave me 2 massive bags of plastic bobbins. This just looks ridiculous. These are blank. These have numbers on them, but I can rub them off. That's fine. She's moved from bobbins to a different way of organising her threads, so she asked if I wanted them, and oh my god, yes, I really needed some, and now I have enough probably forever, so I don't need to get any more. So thanks, Carly. Very exciting. While we were in Mittagong, our hotel was lovely, but the lighting was pretty crap. We tried to stitch the first night, and I think I did about 50 stitches. I was like, I can't do it anymore, so I went to bed. But the next day we bought these tiny little book lights from Big W for $6, and we had to clip them onto our fabric and grime guard, not the actual Q-snap, but they were great for emergency stitching, and you just move the thing and it turns on. It's more of like a spotlight than a bigger light, but it was perfect for what we needed. So there's that. I belong to a cross-stitching group that meets every month. I go as often as I can. Usually try for every couple months. It's been really hard the past few. They've just hit, the dates have just hit on dates I can't attend. And they post in the group, the organiser posted in the group that they were making needle minders. Or they were getting needle minders made, like merch kind of thing, and they were getting jumpers made and stuff, and I decided to get a couple of needle minders. And there was also the option to send a photo in to get that on a needle minder. Now, I got one of the needle minders says what group it is, so I'm not going to put that in because I'm just not comfortable doing that, I guess. But the other one I got of my puppies, and it's really cute. So there's my puppies on a needle minder. It's like a bottle top one. It's so cute. Which, there we go. So that's a photo we took of them when we put them in vests that were too small, and they ended up being capes. We bought these vests from Big W, and they were the large size, and they were made for like tiny dogs. My dogs are not that, they're big, but they're not like Labradors. I felt really bad for them, but they ended up being really cute capes. So that was really funny. Okay, I'm really excited about that. I don't know what I'm going to use it on yet, but it'll pop up. Probably anything to do with dogs, to be perfectly honest. Okay, let's talk haul from Mittagong from Victoria House. Not as much as last time. I spent about half what I did last time, so I'm pretty happy with that. First thing's just random. Carly showed me some scissors, so I bought some scissors. I'm not a scissor collector. This is my 3rd pair of scissors I have. The first one is from, they're big, not big, but they're bigger handled and bigger blade thing here. I think they're from when I was in high school. They still work. And then I have a pair of the stalk ones, and now I've got these, and they've just got little flowers on them. I thought they were cute, and they'll be nice to take travelling because they're smaller, and they're great. We just had the biggest bark attack. Someone has parked near the front of our house, and our dogs are not happy about that. I'm hoping that Evie calms her farm because she gets a bit protective of the front of our house. Anyway, I'm going to start again. So this is a design that's really similar to one that my mum purchased when we were there in January, and it's from Lindsay Lane Designs, which is by Meg Puente, and I have a feeling I'm saying that wrong. Evie, good girl. And it's called Butterfly Garden. It looks like this. I'm not going to take anything out of the plastic because it's too loud. Mum got the one with the bee, and I really like the butterfly. So it says butterfly in 4 languages, so French, English, Italian and Spanish, and it's got this beautiful border around the outside. Not something that like I would normally gravitate towards, but I really like this, so I'm excited to get that. And it's all in Dental Arts Week Starworks in classic colours, Crescent Colours, whatever it is. Yeah, so I'll have to see how I go kitting that up, but that would be for life. Another thing I purchased, this is going to be really hard to see. Was the last thing that I picked up because it was right near the register, and there was a model stitch, and I was like, oh my God, that's gorgeous. And the pattern was underneath, and she just grabbed the pattern and she was like, do you want to have a look? I was like, no, I'll just get it. So it's by Told in a Garden, and it's really difficult to see, but it is Family Treasure 3, and it's like a bell pull looking thing. I think it's got all the seasons in it. But it's really, really, really cute. I might not have all the seasons, I'm not sure, but it's got cute little motifs. A lady down the bottom, she's just picked something and taking it home. My favourite part is in the middle, just there. You can't see it very well, but there's two like tiny little beehives. It's so cute. But obviously this looks like crap. Like you can't tell what it looks like, but when I saw the model stitch, I was like, that's beautiful. So I got it. That'll be fun to stitch, that one. This one I reckon was there last time, but I didn't see it, but I would have got it if I did. It's by Bent Creek. It's called Puppy Dog Row. And I have a similar one by Lizzie Kate called Puppy String or whatever, one of the string ones. It's the dog string. But I can't not have that. It's me. Like, dogs are my life. So happy with that one. And I also picked up another dog pattern, which was on sale. It's by Hand in Heart. It's called Wee Scotty, and it says the song, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? And I have a feeling I might stitch this for my mum because it's a Scotty dog and she loves Scotty dogs and she sings that song randomly. So she might like it. And then the last couple of things I got were a couple Mill Hill kits. They're really beautiful. They're the snow crystals. This one is the amethyst, which is my birthstone. Super cute. And this one is the sapphire crystal, which is my engagement ring. So that was the first one I picked up. And then I added up how much I'd got, and I was like, oh, I could get another one. So I did. But I did very well. I spent under my budget, which is my plan because I have a lot of stuff. But I did really well for how much I spent. Lots of things. But yeah, nothing that'll be stitched soon, unfortunately. Matt and I were talking last night. He's like, why do you need to buy more? Because he sees my stash and he's like, because he bought me some, I don't know if you remember, for our anniversary last year, and he wants me to start one, the Star Wars one, which I might do. I might start it because he's really into it. Anyway. And what did he say? He was talking about how there's so many, why do I need to buy more? I'm like, it makes me happy, but then that really makes me worried that buying things makes me happy. But no, I was really happy with that. I do need to stop. But when you go to stores like that, I'm not going to not buy things because it's very rare that I'll be able to see it in person before I buy it. So that was really cool. I'm very torn about haul and buying things and not buying things and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Weird conversation. Anyway, I just need to start finishing some stuff, really. I'm getting there. It's all good. Okay, let's talk giveaway. I'm going to let you know who won last video's giveaway. I've got 4 patterns to give away, plus one that I haven't heard from, and it's been a couple months, so I'll be giving that away again. And I'll talk to you about how it's going to work in the future. So, the first one I was giving away was a Deb chart, and this is Promises by Just Nan. And Mrs. Hercules, you won that one, so congratulations. Just send me an email, which is in the description box, or a message on Instagram with your address, please. And can I also request, I get really confused, so if you can you write your address the way I need to write it on the envelope, because everyone's is different. Like, I was writing one down yesterday and it had like 6 lines of stuff, and ours is like 4. It's name, address, yeah, it's like 4. So can you write it down like I need to write it on the envelope, because that will make my life easy, because I'm guessing and I really would hate to get it wrong. So there's that one. Then there was, it's not with me because it's with a couple other that she's won. You Make Me Feel Gooey by Geeky Stitching Co. and Seaweed Otter. You got that one, so it's with your other ones that I need to send off. Angel of Spring from Lavender and Lace. This is Angel of Spring, right? Yes, it is. Lots of people were into this one, and Half Stitch Cross Stitch. I think that was the name. I didn't write it down very neatly. You got this one. You said you'd like to stitch the Mirabilia, and I'm really hoping you meant this. If you didn't, can you please let me know, and I will redraw. But yeah, let me know your address if you do. And the last one I had was the sampler. Home is Where You Hang Your Needlework sampler. And again, quite a few people wanted this one. And Rachel Turner, you won this one. So if you could please, and she only entered 3 days ago, so that's pretty cool. If you could send me your address, and I will try and leave comments if I can on your comments, so you know. Just send me your address in an email or on Instagram. And this is the one I'd like to give to someone. Let me explain the giveaway, how it's going to work first. I have a pile of them that I need to give, like that have been won that I need to send. I think it's from my January update video, so it's been a few videos since then. I'm going to put my giveaways on pause, have a little hiatus of giveaways until I manage to send them all out. I find it really hard to get to the post office when I'm working, and when I'm on holidays, not really an excuse. So I would like to get those sent out before I start piling myself up with more. And because I'm doing videos every 2 weeks, I might do a giveaway in one of those videos and draw it 2 videos later or something. So just so I'm not having so many. And I'm not going to send them all out at once because that's going to cost me a lot in postage. So I'm going to do it a few at a time just because I don't want to spend all my spending money on postage, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and get them out to the people from January 1st and work my way down because they've been waiting the longest. But it's all sorted. I just need to actually do it. So today I'm sending some stuff that I actually sold. So people that have actually spent money and paid me for postage and stuff, I want to send out first. And then the next things I'll do will be the January ones, and then so on and so forth. I hope that makes sense, and I hope everyone's cool with that. But this one is one I would like to give away. Somebody left a comment. I can't remember her name. Dinah Lee, she left a comment. I can't find the comment, and she hasn't responded to my last video. So if you would like to stitch the wreath, just say that. I would like to stitch the wreath, and I'll draw that. If it's one person, I'll just send it to you. And this will be folded up, so don't enter if you don't want it folded, if you don't like magazine rip-outs, and if you're under 18, please don't enter either. So there's that one. I'd like to stitch the wreath. There's, I have a lot of stuff to give away. Like I'm not running out of anything. I would just like to catch up on the postage. I hope that makes sense. Especially for international, it does cost a little bit, so I'm just trying to space it out. Obviously, we're saving for a wedding now as well. So I'm trying not to spend too much money on random stuff. Oh, and I forgot to say my haul from Mittagong, that was all birthday money, which is really cool. So I didn't have to actually spend any of my money, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense about the giveaway. Yeah, just a little break for a little bit, but I'll let you know when that's starting up again. And for anyone that's won anything, please don't think that I'm scamming you and I'm never going to send you them. They are all ready to go. I just need to actually do it. Okay. My plans for the rest of this weekend. We've got a massively busy weekend. Tomorrow we've got a wedding, so that's going to be all day. And Sunday I'm going to a wedding expo. So that will be most of my day as well, I'm guessing. So not heaps of stitching probably this weekend, but next week I'll have a bit of time being on holidays. So I want to finish that medieval mansion for the ultimate stitching challenge. I think I've got 200 stitches left, so that should be pretty achievable. Hopefully tonight. Should be done tonight. So that will be my 5th one finished. What I'm trying to do with those is the way it works is that to get them all done, you pretty much need to do 2 a month because it's 22. And then you have December free. I think it works that way. I can't do that when I'm working. I just don't have the time. So in my school holidays, I'm trying to catch up on them all. So I'm at 5. When this one's finished, it'll be 5. The next one will be 6, so that's up to March. And then I want to get a couple more done, which should be very achievable for me. The way that I'm picking those is I'm random number generating. So I'm going in my random number generator 122, seeing what it comes up with and doing that one. If it's something I need to start, I'm redoing it so I have something that I'm already working on. I only want to start my smalls that I've talked about previously once the one that's already started is finished. So my geometric line, when that's finished, if one comes up that's a start, I can do that. But I need to get that done first. That is in an ultimate stitching challenge. So if that pops up, I will work on it. But I'll need to work on it a bit more after that to get it finished. It has more than 1,000 stitches in it. So I'm randomly choosing. I've already randomly chosen my next one because I thought I may have needed it on my 3 days away. I didn't, it turns out, but it picked Renaissance Mermaid, and I can't remember off the top of my head which one that one's for, but I am going to be working on that next for 1,000 stitches, which is super cool because that will get me a nice way into a tail. Obviously, I'll also be doing the homework as well. In terms of the extra credits, I've already finished the ones that I can do for March and April. So when May comes along, I'll work on those first and then get back to the Ultimate Stitching Challenge. Hope that made sense. So pretty much finish off Medieval Mansion 200 stitches tonight, then start working on the Mermaid, Renaissance Mermaid, if I have time this weekend, do homework as soon as I can on Monday, and then get back to the Ultimate Stitching Challenges. I think that's it. In terms of Mania, I won't be participating in Mania this year. I don't think I did it last year either. I can't remember. I'm very happy with how I'm going. I don't really want to change it. I don't want to do any starts. However, there is one that I would like to start that Matt mentioned last night. And when he mentioned something like that, it's like, do it. As in like me, I'm like, I should do that because he's actually encouraging me to cross stitch. So I might start that one. It's a Star Wars piece. I don't know when. I'll talk to him later and figure out if I need to start it or not. But I do like it. It's all monochrome, so it's all in black. So it's not too tricky. Yeah, but that would be cool to start. And maybe that would be my Mania start. Maybe I focus on it during May. I'm not sure. Matt and I can figure that out about when it would be cool to start it. So that's, yeah. So no, not really any Mania starting. I'm not really doing Monogamous Mania either, or Mermaid Mania or anything like that. I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing. But I love Mania videos, so I'll be watching all of them. It's my favourite time of the year. Actually, my favourite time of the year is the end of the year when people are planning for the next year. Mania is my second favourite time of the year on Flosstube. So I'll just keep going with what I've been doing with Magical Stitches and getting stuff done. Maybe I could try and finish Fantasy Sale in May and have like a finish in Mania. That'd be cool. But it just depends on what pops up. I think that's about everything. It's now 9 o'clock. I have a gym class at 10:30 that I'm booked in. I have to go to. I don't know why I did it the day after I came back from here, but I am pretty tired. So I don't know how I'm going to go. And I've got a pretty busy day. Today I'm going to be putting into the framers the autumn piece I did with the 3 panels. So that's going to the framer and I'm going to see what he can do with that. Hopefully he can do something with that. And I'll be sending off some things and organising some stuff and then coming home and collapsing, I'm assuming, this afternoon sometime. So thank you very much for watching. I'm hoping to get this uploaded for while I'm away, as in like while I'm at the gym, but it depends if I have time to edit. I don't know. So, but yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for making your videos and keeping me company during the holidays. I'm really enjoying them. I'm watching a bit of Netflix and a bit of Flosstube. It goes in between both. I think that's it. Oh, actually, before I go, I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a de-stitch on my Instagram for some stuff that I'm trying to sell for my grandma. It's on the Aussie cross-stitch satin alone, but there's some stuff that I just want to get out the door. I don't want it in my house anymore. So I might pop it up on Instagram. So keep an eye out on my stories for that. And I'll let you know when that's happening. Awesome. I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. That will be when I'm back at school. But I have a feeling it'll be a weekend when Matt's away. So I'll be out here again. So we'll have some nice lighting again and have a good chat. So have a wonderful couple of weeks and I will see you then. Bye everyone.